Hello, Clemson Nation. My name is Patrick Driscoll, and we are back yet again. Welcome to another edition of On the Prowl, the show where I keep you posted on all things Clemson sports. As we return from spring break, all of our respective student athletes showed out. So let's start with women's tennis. The red-hot women's tennis team recently had an electric out-of-conference victory Sunday at Duckworth. Their win against number 24 UCF was a testament of how Team 48 has grown as of late. Clemson took down UCF 4-3 in an instant classic. Despite the Knights taking doubles, injury problems allowed Clemson 2 points to give them the lead. The momentum really started to swing in the Clemson's favor from here on out. Alexandra Antilla continued her 5-0 season with a crucial victory. While Sophia Hatton battled hard, UCF took the next set. That left the game on the line for the nationally ranked Dani Medvedeva. She took the last 4 games to secure the win, which improves her individual record to 16-2 on the year. The women keep growing thanks to the ultra-competitive ACC. They look to keep it going as they hit the road this weekend, as they play Virginia Tech Friday afternoon. This past Sunday, the men battled the number 11 ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. After dropping doubles, Clemson ramped it up in singles play. 5 of the 6 courts were forced to 3 sets. While losing 4 sets to 1, the final score did not define in what was a gritty battle for the Tigers. Ryohei Azuma took the lone point for Clemson in what was the highlight of the day. He defeated the number 47 ranked player in the nation in outstanding fashion. Like the women, the men will also be on the move. They will be taking their talents to South Beach as they take on Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. First serve is set for Wednesday at 5 o'clock. ACC play has been picking up for Lacrosse, and this past Sunday, they had their biggest test yet, and that was the number 3 ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. UNC was on the attack early on with a 5-0 lead, but Clemson responded with 2 goals of their own. At the end of the first half, Clemson started to settle in with a score of 9-3. While they battled hard, the Tar Heels' experience in attack was just too much for the Tigers to handle. The final score resulted in 17-8. Highlights of the match include Gianna New with her 9th hat trick of the year. Freshman Sophia Chepnik had 2 goals of her own as well. Their next opportunity to bounce back is a home match versus Louisville Saturday afternoon. First draw starts at 1, live from historic Riggs. Be there. In a series that came with nail-biters, disappointment, and dominance, Clemson baseball got the last laugh versus Georgia Tech this past Sunday. Led by the likes of Caden Grice on both sides of the field, Clemson took the victory 14-5. The Tigers began the scoring with a fielder's choice by Blake Wright in the second and added another with a Cooper Ingle double. 4 innings later, it was all Clemson as they exploded with a 7-run inning performance. Notable performances include Grice taking the victory on the mound, along with a 2-run homer of his own. Wright and Ingle were crucial as well, as they combined for 7 RBI and 4 runs on the day. Clemson looks to stay hot against Charleston Tuesday evening in Columbia, South Carolina. Speaking of red hot, let's talk about our historic softball team. After sweeping Georgia Tech this past weekend, that brings the record to an outstanding 32-1. Every match was a comfortable victory, as 2 of the 3 games only needed 5 innings. The Tigers are 9-0 in conference play and recorded their 14th shutout on the year. Sunday's highlights have it all, including Valerie Cagle recording her 11th complete game. Along with Cagle, Caroline Jacobson and Aaliyah Logaleo hit home runs of their own. In the 5th inning, Clemson went through the entire lineup to seal the victory. The Tigers will be back at McWhorter Stadium tonight, and guess who? South Carolina will roll into Tigertown to play the number 5 ranked Tigers. It's probably too late for tickets now, but just to let you know, first pitch will be thrown at 6. Like I've said in past episodes, new season, new sports. Welcome to On the Prowl men's and women's golf. The men just wrapped up as we were recording, believe it or not. At the Wilmington Seahawk Intercollegiate tonight, the Tigers placed 7th overall in a field of 18. On the individual side of things, sophomore Andrew Swanson shot 9 under to finish 3rd. Jonathan Nielsen was the 2nd best finisher for Clemson. He shot 3 under to finish 19th out of 92. The men now have one more chance to compete before ACC's next month. In 2 weeks, they will head over to Raleigh, North Carolina for the Stitch Intercollegiate. Now for the women. They stayed local for their competition this past weekend. They looked great at the 7th annual Clemson Invitational, finishing 3rd out of 16 teams. Junior Annabelle Pancake took home 1st place as she shot 5 under on the day. Savannah Gruwall and Isabel Rawl joined her in the top 15 as well. The Tigers made the most of their home field advantage, to say the least. Clemson now has a whole month to prepare for their biggest competition yet. Next month, they will travel to Greensboro, North Carolina for the ACC Championships. While only the 2nd outdoor meet of the season, your Clemson track team has really begun to hit their stride. Today, the NCAA announced that the men, along with the women, are ranked 19th in the country. The first day included 6 Tiger victories in various events. While no victory was recorded for Marie Forbes, I have to mention her record-breaking discus throw. She shattered a school record with a heave of 56.93 meters. Other notables include the ever-versatile Javon Williams winning both the 110 and 400 meter hurdles. Speaking of versatile, the freshman sensation Wanye McCoy just keeps outdoing himself. He recorded a new personal best in the 100 meter dash with a time of 10.3 seconds. That gave him 1st place on the day. While I could go on and on, the Tigers now shift gears towards the bulk of outdoor season. They will be traveling to Texas University, with the prestigious Texas Relays running from Wednesday to Saturday. Now that we hit the end of the show, it is time to finally announce the Clemson Student Athlete of the Week. While we mentioned his name earlier, this guy did it all for the Tigers last weekend. And that is none other than baseball's Caden Grice. You are the Athlete of the Week. The Greer, South Carolina native got things done on both ends of the field against Georgia Tech. In the series, he totaled 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 4 runs. Sunday, he decided that offense just wasn't enough. In his first career road start, he only allowed 3 hits and 1 run in 5 innings to record the victory. In the same game, he chipped in 2 dingers and 5 RBIs. His performance earned him not just the ACC Player of the Week, but the national award as well. Grice is having a phenomenal season, as he is batting over 300 with a 3.21 ERA as well. Keep it up, Caden. And just like that, we have now hit the end of this week's edition. It was so good to be back in the studio giving you all the latest news in Clemson sports. Lastly, I am your host, Patrick Driscoll, and thank you for tuning in. See you in April.